All right, somebody wanted to see a video on like skin lines and smile lines or dimples. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that in this video. Depending on your face and what expression you're making, you probably have some kind of lines or creases somewhere in your face, especially if you're smiling. It's like I have lines creasing in my eyes, and that's not because I have a ton of wrinkles. That's just what happens when you smile. My cheek changes here. I don't have dimples, but I have little lines right here. And you want to be able to pick that up so that it shows and it looks like you're smiling. It's going to look much more realistic if you show those details. We don't want to just ignore that. So you can see I've captured this smile line over here. And my process for that is going to be the same as when I'm making skin, where I start with kind of a general base layer, and then I build up the darker areas, blend it in, and if you notice any kind of highlighted areas, go in with your eraser and smooth that out. So now I'm gonna show you that process with these areas over here. So next to my mouth, I see this little curve here. So I don't wanna just press down hard with my pencil and make a sharp line, because it's soft, it's subtle. So with my pencil, I'm still using the side of my pencil, not making a hard, sharp line, but just kind of blending in the shape, the line direction that I'm seeing, and blending it out. It's looking a little bit darker compared to the skin than I'm seeing, but I think that's just because I need the skin value to become a little bit darker. So I'm just gonna blend the area around it a little bit more. So subtle, but there, I think that will look good. So now to kind of show this area here. All right, so erase your grid line before you start working in that certain section. And here's my process for blending skin as well. So again, I'm gonna look in that square, look in that section. Where is it, how dark is it? This is my shadowed side of my face, so it's gonna be darker. Any lighter areas? Does it change much? So I'm gonna kind of continue down with this value for most of it. So with my pencil marks, I'm not using the point of my pencil, I'm using the side of my pencil. Doing short strokes right next to each other. So that I'm just kind of creating a base value. I'm trying to not create any hard lines or hard edges, because when we blend skin, we want it to be pretty smooth. So depending on how hard I'm pressing down on my pencil, I'll be able to make it lighter or darker. But again, I'm just gonna start with kind of a base layer, and then I can darken and lighten as I need. All right, so it's good also to make sure that from square to square, does it feel like it's blending? Like I'm not really seeing the grid anymore? You don't want to see the grid anymore, so that's good. But now I want to show this darker line to kind of show my smile. So again, I'm not going to press down hard with the tip of my pencil, but instead I'm just going to kind of shade that area, that line direction, and then blend it in. So the same would go for any kind of dimples or anything like that. Then I see it's highlighted here, so I'm gonna go in with my eraser, lighten it up, but then blend on top so there's no hard edges. And that's how you can kind of start to show dimples, skin lines, smile lines. That's my approach.